Recording in progress, says
All
the computer
right.
lady. Here we are. Woo! Welcome back, everybody. Our last session, we saw the party wrap up their mission prep in Thardel and then travel by magical means all the way across to the back across the other side of the Azinthian plains. Got to revisit one of their old haunts, then made their way into Gabizar to meet their contact from Thardel, Oktar. Oktar walked the party through some of the local aspects of politics, gave them some local updates, including a little information about a certain rebellious group called the Unchained.
Mm-hmm.
While they were hanging out, having a little food and drink at a very high-end, quiet place to chat called Deep Green. Everything seemed to go well, and now you guys are all looking to head out and dig up some specific supplies and
Well,
or
well.
head out to find your the place where your mission is supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm. And I believe at the very end we cut off in the middle of Azathan once again freaking out at Thea.
I don't recall what it was over.
Oh, you don't remember? You don't remember Maz and your terrible life choices
Oh,
and your repeated terrible life choices?
Did Maz make another appearance?
Maz
Yeah.
is running a faction here.
That rebellious faction, the Unchained. Yeah, that guy
General
that goes
Maz.
by General Maz.
Yeah, General Maz to you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, would somebody like to explain to me who this Maz character is? Because I have no idea.
I'm just gonna immediately just pivot over to looking at dead stare at Thea. Yes, Thea, why don't you enlighten our companions about who Maz is?
We'll see. I would
I'm
love
not
to
here
share
yet, so
details. I would love to share details.
Oh
I
no, you
I
will
don't
you
have
will
all
share
the
details.
details.
Oh,
He appeared. I may have
mm-hmm.
broken a circle unknowingly.
Uh-huh.
A circle
I
that
don't
was
know how
keeping him, I
unknowing
assume,
that was.
imprisoned. Is this a
Uh-huh.
fair statement? Okay.
Yes.
So I'm
Well, we
getting a
don't know
sense
that
of who
he
this.
was imprisoned. We just know he was just not able to leave it.
That is a very
That's
fancy way to say imprisoned.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's totally different than imprisoned, you know?
I'm sure he just tripped into it.
Or I mean, if you need to rest up, sometimes you need a recharge spot.
Mm. He just
recharge
wanted to get
spot
away
that
from it
only
all.
opens from the outside.
Yes, and for
Yeah.
context, that was at the Temple of the Willing. You know, this was before you joined us, Yadu. There was an entire temple of people who sacrificed themselves to keep whatever the fuck Maz is, my guess at least, inside that circle. Or is at least involved in everything else with that circle.
You'd
So
think
to
they would have
recap-
come up with a better way to keep him in, though.
You'd have
For
thought.
real?
You'd have thought.
That
No,
or at least left a sign.
the thing is,
There
it
was
was
nothing.
it was a
Do
pretty
not break this circle.
it was a pretty great it was pretty well hidden. It was underneath another temple that had to be sealed off by another grove, by the Golden Circle. The only reason we got into it is because they literally ripped a hole in the earth and we got pushed into a hole by other Golden Circle druid assholes, like I told you motherfuckers about. Short version, long story, Thea let whatever the fuck Maz is out, and it's a problem. And it is a recurring problem because she owes that asshole a favor, a non-disclosed favor at some point in time in the future.
I just have something I just can't do.
Yeah, that's no different than a favor in this context. And at least now you ask their name first.
I learn. I evolve.
At a glacial pace. Glacial. And we're elves.
Exactly. We have time.
This is why dwarves live longer.
But you don't!
We enjoy life more.
That's
She just
probably
totally dragged
true.
out the Mr. Incredible line. I got time.
That's probably
I
true because
still got time.
we've seen what happens to elves when we get older. Evidently, we all turn into emo, depressive bitches who hide in the cellar. So, like,
Oh, but we get spider friends, and that's kind of cool.
So I
just gonna
guess
look
I'm
at
in.
me.
I'm in with a crew that is not going to appreciate that I have 20 years left on this earth before I die.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
They're not going to be peaceful by any means.
I didn't say they were peaceful. I was just counting their number.
There will be more than 20 if I have anything to say about it, but I think Thea is my opposite in this matter. Because at least she's shaving years off of my life expectancy with this.
Yeah, I'm of Orcan heritage. We're considered to be dead by natural causes at 60.
Oh. So, yes, Maz is a major problem. Maz is connected to the Crimson Crescent and is directly related to the people who are severing these chains and trying to release their chain bound.
Not aligned with him by any way, shape, or form, besides the unwilling.
Aside from
Unwilling?
you letting
And your
him
warlock
out.
pact.
Well, that's the favor.
Oh, I just heard that.
I'm not there.
Oh, that's right. You aren't. So
Yeah.
I'm just telling John this.
yeah. John knows. Yadu's
Okay.
asking the right questions, so at least I'll know what she's willing to say.
Yeah.
Because the more that she hides from me now, the worse off it's going to be for her life. Because I may decide Maz is right.
Maz is not right.
I know, but if she keeps this up, I may decide he's right.
But yeah, no. Thea let Maz out, and we have not been able to figure out exactly what he is or how to deal with him. The only thing that I do know is that he is a significant problem, and a significant amount of effort and sacrifice had to be made to get him in that circle in the first place.
But that all takes a back seat to what we're here to do, right?
It is directly related to what we're here today to do.
So we can't go around him. We have to go through him.
Well, so he is directly antithetical. He's directly antithetical and against the Golden Circle, which I'm not opposed to getting them more fucked up, but that's just me. However, it would not benefit us to let either of them win.
Oh,
if
right.
That makes any sense.
But I'm just saying we can go about saving the world, and he is not trying to directly stop us. He's trying to do his own thing.
He will intersect with our goals as he is part of the reason the Crimson Crescent has been so successful at severing the chains.
Okay.
We could gain a great advantage if we deal with him here for the rest of our paths.
Okay.
We have it strategically. If we do something to him here, it will benefit us in the long run, assuming we don't all die horrible deaths.
Oh, we probably will anyway.
But we also could just let the Golden Circle and the Crimson Crescent beat the shit out of one another for a while here.
Meanwhile, we go on and gain advantage by doing the things we're supposed to be doing within the necropolis.
There's an advantage to be gained either way. But
okay.
Yes, that is also true.
Well,
I think
we need to be clear about whether or not we're going to make him first priority or else we go around him. I only see those two options. I may be a little limited in my thinking.
I vote going around.
I think there is merit to at least getting a better idea on what he's doing here. Because there is nothing that the Crimson Crescent touches that is anything short of horrific. And I think there would be greater benefit for this city not getting turned into a war zone in the long run.
You do see all the Arby's out there.
Yeah, I think it's already there.
So we're going to stop that?
Sorry. My auditory processing, I heard you say, you did see all the Arby's out there, right?
Oh,
I heard
Yeah.
Arby's
Yeah,
too.
all the
and
roasted
I
You
was
said
sandwiches.
very
Arby's.
confused. And then I thought of the Minecraft movie of Chicken Lapa.
sorry, I
Sorry.
have a cold.
No, you're good. The
All
armies out there,
All I could hear was the Arby's guy.
we
We
have.
We have the
meats.
meats.
Have I not ever shared that with you? The video?
Ooh, sponsorship.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh.
No,
no,
no, no.
no.
We're gonna set that one aside.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
I'll post that one up later because
Excellent.
it's amazing and insane.
Well,
Okay.
I think we should put it to a vote then, since we're all going to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
Option A is we get our supplies and go about heading straight for the mountains.
Mm-hmm.
Avoid this conflict, let it boil over, and see what happens. But that is a them problem to deal with. There are armies here. They can likely handle themselves. And in the event that they do duke it out, they're just making one another weaker, which is a win for us. Option B is we decide to see what Maz is up to and get a better idea on what's going on with the Crimson Crescent and their overall plans. And we kill a bunch of cultists.
I like the second part. However, I have a question before I vote.
Naturally.
How do you plan on getting close enough to actually get the real story as opposed to the party line out of Maz?
Yeah.
Do you have a thought about that? Because if you don't, then I know how I'm voting.
I'm going to just slowly look over at Thea, then back to Iadu. I have a idea. It may not be a great idea, but neither of these options are great ideas.
Okay, let's hear it.
Thea already has an existing relationship, connection, conversation, with
Situationship.
Maz. Something like that. We can use Thea's existing connection to Maz to at least get in there. When we've encountered him in the past, he is a talkative sort. We've run into him exactly twice. The first time when Thea let him out, the second time in the basement of that temple in the little fucking village where that motherfucking mayor owes us tax money.
That's him?
That the dude who popped out of the door? Yes. In the basement of the temple?
The
That's
dude who
Max.
walked out of the blood portal?
My
Yeah.
point being,
Yeah.
John knows that. Iadu needed to hear that because
Yeah.
that's the piece I was missing.
There, yeah. No, that's Maz. Maz is a problem, and that is if we can guarantee some kind of damage against him or more information about what's going on, I think that might be worth it because wherever we're about to go is not going to be any nicer than dealing with the cultists here. And maybe we'll save a few people and get some discounts. Who knows?
I have a question for Eric, and I'm willing to say this out loud, if only to scare the shit out of the rest of the party here.
Yay.
Is there any precedent in this world state for powerful beings knowing when they're being talked about? I know Maz is not his real name. It's something to refer to him as.
Heard you were talking shit.
It's not a precedent that you would be aware of.
Okay.
It may or may not be a precedent.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I find it tremendously amusing.
Yeah.
So, in the midst of all of your conversing,
Fuck.
all of the things that have been happening, going on, etc., you actually hear some ruckus from just outside your room.
Oh. It's not good.
Okay.
Define
Outside
ruckus.
the room as in on the other side of the door? Or...
Yes, outside the door that you have closed.
All right, I moved to the door.
Is Thea? Well, is Thea on the other side of the door, or is she actually in with us?
You are
Thea's
all
in.
in the room together.
Yeah, we're all-
That's Elspeth. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah. I like how you defaulted to Thea.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Thea
is in
walked
the-
out. What happened? Something went
Yeah, Thea
wrong.
generally does like run and do things.
Again, we have to use toddler rules for Thea. Silence is suspicious. We need to constantly make sure that they are supervised. Otherwise, things will happen.
I was in
She
front of your face, and you guys have been yelling at me for being rude.
Correct.
All right, so at this point, I go to the door. You see me reach into an extra dimensional space and pull out Lash, which is now a thing I can do.
Excellent.
Yeah, there's no cane anymore. The cane is gone. It literally lives in an extra dimensional space now.
Hell yeah. Hammer space indeed.
Yeah. So I
Hammer
pull it
time.
out. I point over to Dundon. I got the door. You
Blanking.
ready, Dundon?
Let's roll.
I open it and turn. What do I see?
Elsbeth.
Son of a
Elspeth passes
bitch.
out.
I reach forward, grab Elsbeth, pull her into the room,
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
and then Yadu can shut the door.
Yes, I will take care of the door and I will go back and I will sit.
And so we vote.
And first we get Elspeth up to speed.
Right.
Elsa just has to go blindly.
And I will take, yeah.
And you're off the island.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Now it's time to vote. So, as of then, we'll provide a brief recap of the conversation that just occurred and the suggested options between dealing with Maz and the Crescent here before we go further into the mountains, or just saying, fuck it, this is somebody else's problem, and we go straight to the mountains.
I have a lot more questions.
Do we think that
Can you
Maz
ask
knows
these
that
questions
we're
in
here?
like 10 words or less each?
Do we think Maz knows that we're here?
I feel like we're about to get a haiku
Probably.
now.
Okay.
To answer Dundon's question, probably.
I know why we're voting, sort of. What else has happened?
I stopped counting. Fuck it.
That was 10 exactly.
Yeah, it was 10 exactly, yeah.
Nice. Well done.
What else has happened in terms of what we've been up to for the past?
Since Elspeth, the last Elspeth remembers, we were in the Battered Bone, and Elspeth was researching stuff, then gets teleported into the middle of a keep, only to be disappeared again, and shows up here. There are gaps.
Oh, that's right. I'd forgotten. We had made our way. We are in
Gabizar.
Thank you.
Yeah, bizarre.
For some reason, I wanted to say Basil Goose, and I know it's not Basil Goose.
That's
Is
never
that the
going to be a
off-brand
name that works.
Beetlejuice?
The thing is, it's a creature from Monster Hunter, so I knew it was wrong. It wasn't even me trying to make fun of the name.
That was a genuine problem.
It was so we're in Gabizar. We're here to get some supplies and then head into the mountains. When we got here, we got word of what was going on by one of Yadu's contacts that he was sent here to talk to by the Red Lady. We got that information, got word on a local rebellion that is run by a General Maz. The Maz that you and I ran into, and I explicitly said, no, we want nothing to do with them in the basement, if you will remember.
Okay. You saw him. You know for a fact it's him, or is it someone using his name?
There is a General Maz involved with running an organization called the Unchained. And they are directly opposed to the Golden Circle.
It's a
Who
little
is it
on the
at this
nose
point?
for it to be some sort of ruse.
Yeah.
I don't know. Weirder things have worked.
Well,
I mean,
there are two ways that turns out. Either A, it is Maz, and we're as fucked as we think we are, or it's not Maz, and it's a complete bowl over, and we're gonna be fine.
And I still
Or
get to kill
secret-
cultists, and I get to kill cultists in that case.
Right. And that's a win-win in everybody's book. Mostly yours, but you know.
When I win, we all win.
Yeah, generally, because that means everyone else is dead. So,
Right.
yeah. So we were deciding on an overall plan of action. Option A was to just ignore it and let the Unchained and the Golden Circle duke it out, make it a them problem, and let them weaken one another. Because frankly, we don't care for either of them. But that would come at the risk of these people. But whatever. Or we get involved with Maz and the Unchained to see what the Crimson Crescent are up to, because it's just another offshoot of what they are, assuming this is the Maz. However unlikely it would be for them to not be that Maz, but we can
How
get
lucky
information.
you feeling?
I don't feel lucky at all, but I'm here.
Okay.
Would you like to roll the dice?
No.
A dice is not correct. Try again.
Shush. The point is, we're trying to decide which we think is going to have a greater strategic value for us in the long run. Getting
Okay.
information about the Crimson Crescent now and what they're up to, and maybe saving a bunch of people in the process, maybe getting some discounts as a result, which would be nice for our long supplies, and maybe getting the chance to fuck up the Golden Circle in the process, which would be a win-win, or letting them
Establish
fight
another trade route.
We're not going to do that. We need to make sure that people are not killing people.
Well, I mean, yeah, but we can establish like little milestones, checkpoints along the way.
Let's let the listen.
Okay.
We are here. We're here to kill people and save the world. Let's leave the rest of the business people to the people
That's
we
where
pay.
we keep sending off people and saying, "Hey, they now have this network that has to be connected in."
So, when you say the Golden Circle and the Unchained duking it out, how much is it? Local skirmish? Is it there's an army marching in again?
There's an army already here.
There are about 2 armies here.
There's like
moment.
2 or 3.
Oh, there's 2 actual armies.
Yes,
actual armies.
Literally, there are spots we can't go because of the amount of soldiers. Is all I'm saying.
It's one army.
There's one army. This is a Golden Circle stronghold city.
Yeah, and Maz
the Unchained, according to rumors, are the insurgent local populace that are just screwing with Golden Circle and causing huge amounts of problems with whatever happens to be the next target.
So there's a thing that they say that the enemy of my enemy is my ally.
Yeah, but no, these guys are still just our enemies.
And isn't that what got thee in this mess in the first place?
Correct.
Okay. Just checking.
So, really it boils down to, do we let the Golden Circle and the Crimson Crescent duke it out and we duke it out here and escalate here, or do we just focus on our main objective?
Okay, well, you've repeatedly brought up a point that I think needs clarification. We don't know if Maz is directly connected to the Crescent.
We're about 98% confident because he's exactly been like I'm about 98% confident.
All right, here's another question. Where we're going to is a crescent location or
Golden
a
circle
location? It's a circle location.
Yeah,
correct.
So if we allow the crescent to spin up something here, that could draw circle away from where we're going, making our time easier there.
That certainly
Which
would.
Is the point I was about to bring up, is the Unchained, because I'm not certain what Maz's angle is on any of this. I haven't exactly had the chance to have him talk.
As you shouldn't.
I'm
Me
aware.
neither.
As you should.
Yeah, you've spoken to him enough already.
You had one opportunity. Your talking privileges have been revoked.
But
there is merit to either path. We just have to decide what we want to do.
But if this is already a Golden Circle stronghold city,
it's a pest to them.
It's a pest.
It is.
Which will draw resources away to try and flush out the problem, but they're not going to burn the city to the ground.
And if they did,
even if they did, we're worried about Groves surviving and chains staying in place to keep the traveler from traveling unhindered.
But it's also an opportunity for us where, again, we might be
And
able
if
to
it
learn
is
something.
Maz and they need to have a circle or something to contain them, I'm sure there's enough power over there for them to charge something up.
But Maz can clearly move around at will. If it is Maz.
Maz couldn't when he was trapped, but Maz
But he's not anymore. He popped out of a portal in front of us.
He did. That is correct.
And asked Thea about it. So, like,
I have no idea.
Thea knows nothing about portals.
Yes, but he expressed what would be disappointment that you didn't understand how to travel through portal yet. Which is a near exact quote.
Hey, gotta love that.
I vaguely recall that one.
So you're all sitting there. You've been chatting for quite some time.
Oh boy!
You hear a knock at the door.
Hey,
Elspeth, you're right there.
Is there people?
Nope.
Are we expecting anyone?
It's a fairly respectable establishment.
No, we are not expecting anyone.
I stand up.
Yeah. And this is allegedly the quietest room in the city.
Just open the door and peek out. Hello?
There's one of the regular staff for this establishment, deep green tunic with golden trim, holds up a piece of paper. This was delivered, addressed to Thea.
Thank you. I'll make sure it gets to her.
And they withdraw.
Question for Eric. This is a cultural thing. Is tipping a thing in this world?
No.
Okay.
Only
first
over,
thought through my
and
head
that's
is,
my
should I
job.
tip him?
No, and particularly not here. This is one of those you recognized it right away as I caused the disturbance because I showed up, and all of the crusty rich folk that were sitting here went, "Bah!"
Yeah. But Thea, this appears to be for you. Shall I
just read it for her?
Yeah. Should I read this to the class or give this to you? Considering who we've been talking about.
Please read it to the class.
I feel we said his name too many times, but let's go ahead and open the letter.
Is it sealed with wax?
Yes.
Does it have a crest or emblem of any sort on it?
No.
Okay.
Well, I'll take it.
Oh, hang on. Actually, you ought to open this.
It's a simple thing. It's a wax seal.
No, it's more in case it exploded.
Yeah, at least I open it.
Yeah, it doesn't explode.
Okay.
It is just a standard piece of parchment.
Yep.
With dramatic flowing script. And it is dramatic too. You could tell lots of loops and whirls.
Yeah.
Who's reading?
Not I. Thea? You care to read out to the class?
Yeah.
I handed it to you. Unless you handed it to Thea, I
did.
it back. Oh,
no,
okay.
That's the point. You handed it to me. I handed it to Thea. Notice how we're placed on the board.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, it takes it.
So, Thea, you pop it open, and all it says is, "My dear, I heard you were in town. You should stop by one of my new residences." And there's a little note underneath that. It almost looks like an official letterhead that says, "The Bureau of Property Ownership and Redistribution."
Oh my.
That's incredible.
Did you read that verbatim, or have you not told us what's on it yet?
I skipped the first one. I didn't say the first part.
DM, while she is, are you reading these bits out loud?
Yes.
I am 100% just watching your facial expressions. Just as like, all right, there are things that she is either directly reading or things she is omitting from that paper.
Inside check.
Please and thank you.
Are you actively trying to lie?
I'm not trying to lie. All I did was skim it.
Yeah, fair. I'm just watching.
How do you know where the sentence starts? I'm reading the sentences. You don't know where the sentences start and end.
No, you're not right, but I know you. I know you at this point. We've worked to we've been working together for months at this point.
And I got a 22 on an insight. Would you care to deceive, or are you just going to come clean?
Well, are you going to kill me?
That's a good question.
Well, that's a damn good question. Until I get that answered, I am not answering shit.
If I may,
no one's killing anybody.
There is a mechanical way to do this where she's not maybe actively trying, but unconsciously. There is a passive deception score we could use as her DC for them to check against if you want.
Okay.
So,
roll it up,
Thea, what is your deception modifier? What's your bonus to the skill?
Oh, minus charisma +2. Wait, no, +1.
+1 is your total?
Mm-hmm.
So her DC is 11. Because it's 10 plus all relevant modifiers. Advantage can modify that, but I don't think that's happening here. So it would be a DC 11 check.
And he rolled a 22.
And I rolled a fucking 13.
You're less certain than Yadu, but Yadu's like, no, he didn't say everything that was on there. You kind of know.
I'm less certain, but I'm still pretty fucking confident.
I gave you the important bits.
Then you don't mind if I read it.
Just not the whole my dear part.
Which is the most important to me because that's going to change the whole tone of the letter. But will you share with the class? And I hold out my hand.
What would Thea do? Now what is Shelby scared of?
I'll hold on to it for now.
All right. I know how I'm voting.
All right.
Okay, so the idea is, do we leave? Do we stay? If we stay, we're probably dealing with the Unchained.
Mm-hmm.
If we stay, we're dealing with the Unchained. If we leave, we're dealing with the consequences of whatever conflict is going to erupt.
Good or bad?
Good or bad.
Good or bad.
There is a strategic value to us going either route.
If we stay, I need to get Unchained, is essentially what it is.
Well,
all right. Azathan, start us off. What are you voting?
You do need to consider what the Red Lady would want us to do.
Oh, I already have. That became clear the minute that she kept that letter from me. Azathan?
Supplies and leaving, or heading over to the Bureau of Property Ownership and Redistribution?
I'm gonna look. I've seen plenty of plants here at this point. There is more valuable things to me inside that hidden grove in the mountains than there's anything in this entire fucking city. I vote we go to the mountains.
Elspeth?
I don't have the full lay of the land here. If I have to make a vote provisionally, it would be leave.
Dundon?
Oh, I was going to ask you yours.
That's why I started. If you'd spoken first, you might have had that chance. You don't have it, Dundon.
Riveting content.
I know. I know. Dead air. What are you doing? The radio's like dead here. Play a record. I mean, we need to get to the mountains, but we also need to deal. I for one, understand that we are not leaving town without Maz seeing us. He just reached out and touched someone.
Thea, your thoughts?
I would prefer not to deal with Maz if at all possible. I try to keep my dealings as minimal as possible. Did not realize the entanglements that came along with them.
Okay. I vote we stay, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right, we're out of here.
So, supplies it is.
Also, on an out of game level, it totally makes sense that Dundon would take the longest to think because he's the only lawful good person in this party. So, because we do know this is a decision that could potentially basically lead us to abandoning this entire city to being engulfed in conflict. Mm-hmm. And a lot of innocent people are going to die.
Which is why, as lawful neutral, I wanted to put Thea in the position of having to break the tie and couldn't get there. That was my plan.
That's fair.
Oh,
I wanted it to be on her head because it's her that got us in this.
That's valid.
Oh.
Glorious politics.
I'm not lawful neutral for nothing.
Yeah.
Lawful
and I voted to leave, and I'd like to reiterate, my vote is provisionally because I don't know everything. I haven't been out.
Somebody write that down.
What information, as we are basically, we've made our immediate decision.
Yeah.
Azathan, and we'll be chattering with Elspeth. What information do you need to know as we're getting up to move to go get our supplies?
Okay,
just basically playing catch up.
Yeah, well, this Unchained business is an insurgency, but to what extent?
They are basically operating in opposition to the Golden Circle. Their whole purpose is just to erode and undermine their operations.
But is it a well-organized small group that's hitting targets selectively and effectively?
We have no idea. It's all rumor.
Yeah.
We have no idea.
Or is it a wider underground group that's possibly bigger than thought? Because that will determine the state of the city on what could happen.
Realistically, it's the latter. Anything that Maz is involved with is going to have 6 or 7 different layers of subterfuge and cunning plan.
I mean, we already know that it's subterfuge because he's coming from the Department of Reallocation of Belongings Department.
Oh, was that something you read, or did you keep that to yourself too?
That part she said. She only said she omitted the "my dear" at the front.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, Maz might be leading the opposition to the circle here, but Maz is also running the Department of Distribution of Wealth Department.
The Bureau of Ownership and Redistribution.
Which is a fantastic way to say a den of thieves.
It's Bureau of
The Bureau of Property Ownership and Redistribution.
PD.
Okay, that doesn't make a fun acronym, which is what I was looking for.
Nope.
PDR? BPDR.
BPOR.
BPOR. BPOR.
Bipper.
BPOR.
Oh, there it is.
It's the redistribution.
So, if the title is anything to go by, he's got bigger ambitions, as always.
All right, let's go get our stuff.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see.
Azathan has given me a specific list.
Yes.
Were there other things that other people wanted or needed? And or, Azathan, are you specifically going to seek out smoke and mirrors?
I believe that's it. That's all we got because nobody else has asked to see anything.
No, I just need typical provisions.
Something I would want to do while shopping is happening is just try and get a sense of the city, get a sense of what's going on, talk to people casually and see, is the average person tense? Do they not care? Because all I've been told is that there are rumors of this group and that they're targeting Golden Circle.
Oh, so
logistical
to recap, there's an entire chunk of the inside of the city walls and a whole militarized zone outside the city walls that is actively filled to the brim with military personnel that have the golden circle icons and colors pinned onto their garments.
Pointing which direction?
The way we came.
Cross the plains to meet the people that my folks are sending.
Okay.
And
yes, the red lady is on the red lady is on the march.
Yes.
And this insurgency is basically a threat to the rear guard of the Golden Circle, which on one hand, you won't see me shed a tear over more dead Golden Circle goons, but there will be other consequences that I'm sure other people other than me care about for innocent people.
So, okay. So what I can gather from this is that Gabizar here is currently a staging area, not preparing for active conflict yet.
It's a stronghold. Basically, we are at one of the two or three cities straight at the base of the mountains. That would
lead straight which would be the first, which would be the second line of defense after the mountains themselves.
Right. These strongholds they're going to be a major tipping point for power and flow of resources and people, regardless. But right now, our problem is. Oops, sorry about slow dough. My bad.
Right now, the problem is Azathan's screwing up the map.
I'm with the Bureau of Property Ownership and Redistribution now.
We're going to stick the whole town inside the bag.
Take that, taxes. You can't have property taxes if you have no property. Hippity hoppity, give me your fucking property.
Or if the property can stand up and move away.
That's true.
Give me your property. Oh my God.
That's phenomenal.
That is funny.
You should definitely work for Maz.
Maybe we should see if Maz wants to take a peek inside of our bag.
No, I don't want anywhere near Maz. No thanks.
In the bag.
No, it's in the bag. But all right. Yes, I did send you that list, Eric.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I've got some
Eric,
stuff figured out.
I want to send you, if that's possible. Hold on. Where am I sending it to you?
I don't know.
Thea, because I know you are the one who had this information available on your character sheet. How much money is in the bank?
One new. Hold on. Sorry. I have to switch screens.
Take your powder, take your gun, report to Washington. We got to keep the British on move.
I crashed OneNote, so give me one moment. I apologize. I need to restart OneNote.
That's hilarious.
My whole screen just went gray, so give me a moment.
It's thinking. That much goddamn money.
It'd be thinking when I started changing screens on it. So hold up.
No worries.
Okay, so I've got the situation out of Azathan.
Yeah.
I would like to talk to Iadu separately.
Okay.
Why do you want to stay? Again, I just popped in here. I'm only getting what you
I
guys
want to stay because Maz wants Thea. She spends way too much time distracted and worried about that fact. At some point, we're going to have to do something about it. And if we're successful, then we have one less problem behind us.
The biggest problem we're running into is we don't know enough, and this bugs me.
Yeah, but we're going to know enough by literally. We don't know when we walked into Crucipad, we didn't know what the problem was. We found out and we dealt with it.
Yes.
This could be much similar. We don't know. We find out. We deal with it. How's it different?
I am conflicted here.
Because I'm just waiting for Maz to come along and go, oh, look, we're going to sell the entire party into slavery, and Thea's going to broker the deal and make her rich.
She does owe him a favor.
No,
Exactly.
the favor is
No.
I can't do something.
Right, and when we're about to be put in those chains, you will not save us. And guess what? You're rich. And you're Maz's bitch.
Yeah, not doing something is still controlling an action, whether you like it or not.
I know.
And it's that look that's on her face right now that's got me wanting to stay.
I don't think we'll be able to make it out without dealing with the situation.
Well, we'll find that out. If we're forced into it, I'm ready.
Obviously, he knows we're here.
Speaking of which, let me get that chat out first of all. I'm looking for that. Hold on, money's got to wait because I need to get that thought out before that brain cell loses it. Got to at least finish that thought.
Yeah.
Especially with how this conversation's going. Google chat.
The diary.
I've only met the entity, the being, once, and that was briefly.
And I only saw it once. I haven't met it per se.
Yeah, and that was the same time.
Right. So that's all we're working from. And the fact that it bugs Thea constantly and has Azathan basically spinning like a top.
He goes off on a tantrum every time it comes around.
Yeah, because it was a bad thing. You done fucked up, Ron.
Well, next time when someone invites me in a room, I may question it. Maybe.
May.
Glacial elven character development.
What do you expect? They kicked me out.
They kicked me out.
Listen, you cannot blame your poor decisions on your daddy issues.
She can, just not necessarily.
I was about to say.
I was going to say, technically, it's the mommy issues because she stole her necklace as she was getting kicked out. So she technically has the prize necklace of her mother as she got kicked out. So there is some bad blood on both sides, to be honest.
Is that what all your holy symbols are attached to?
That's a yes.
Maybe yes. Maybe yes.
Maybe could
it was
be.
A chain. What do
Could
I
be
care?
a rabbit.
It was honoring. It was cherished.
Yeah, get back to
holding other honoring.
You get back to your chat before your brain cells atrophy.
Yeah,
anymore.
get to the chat, then get to the numbers.
I am stuck in a deep moral quandary here because I see both sides of this problem and it pisses me off.
Hey, look at that. Having nuanced, complex problems. Let's go. Do we abandon the people of this city to their fate with the potential of another explosive and awful issue of the Crimson Crescent? Because remember, the last time we let them fester, they turned people into mush piles.
Yeah, but it's the Golden Circle, man.
Yeah, I mean, fuck those guys. I don't care about them.
The city's a stronghold.
Yeah, but there are still innocent civilians that we have to worry about. Well, that you worry about.
Do we know the census figures?
Iato, when everyone reconvenes, I think I'm going to change my vote.
Look at that. A split. So we recast.
Google chat if you can see it.
So we recast the votes.
Oh my god.
I love this. This is so great.
I have all these other plans, but this we're just going to roll with. This is going to be amazing.
This is the most important decision we have in front of us. And you know that we can't deal with anything that isn't about this far from our nose.
Listen, future sight is for prophets and people with too much time on their hands. We are neither of those. We have shit to do.
And when the red lady asked me what I was going to do, I told her attack. This seems to fit the bill.
I would agree with that assessment. There are good options and benefits to either option. I'm just being selfish because my goals are inside that motherfucking hell in the mountains.
Okay. Sorry, I just got my OneNote back up.
Nope, you're good.
That's fine.
Welcome
No,
back,
I'm
OneNote.
constructing the my points for the argument that will inevitably occur when I tell everybody, no, I'm with Yato, actually.
Oh, there will be no argument, at least from Az, because Az sees the benefits of doing either. He's just interested in his own self. He knows what's in the mountains, and that's his main objective in life right now. Staying here provides benefit to their overall goals because he hates everybody involved in this scenario. So it's an internal battle between his major goal in life and petty vengeance.
Interesting that the scales are even on that one.
They're not, but they are both completely justifiable motivations.
And it depends on whose thumb is on the scale to keep it tilted.
Correct. And right now, to be fair, Maz scares the shit out of Azothan. So dealing with him is definitely a motivator to just try and get him out of the way. However, sole objective and purpose that he will let this city fucking burn to the ground for, if necessary, is in those mountains. So he's going to the mountains, or at least that's his vote.
Mm-hmm.
Hate all of this.
We love us some nuance.
So how are we doing on cash, Thea?
Oh,
Oh yeah, we were supposed to look at that, huh?
yeah, no, I had to look back in my actual notes for the plus puts bank because I apparently said one of my OneNotes is not working, so I'm trying to get into the back end. And so what I'm doing is just looking and doing a highlight of my notes. So I'm just finding my starting point. As of now, we have at least 850 gold pieces in the bank.
Okay.
And I think there's one more bank run that I recall because I think we had 3 bank runs, right?
Yes,
the initial one and then 2 others.
Correct. So
I need
we
one more.
Realistically,
oh, I remember the bank that had the nice lady that Yaru liked,
and still do. If I ever meet her again.
Correct.
That bank was in Lithia.
It was. That's not a problem for me anymore.
Okay.
Because I'm going to go clear out our bank account.
You had like several thousand in there, if I remember correctly.
Yes, we had a lot of fun.
Yes. No, I had, I found the original stuff. So, yep. So that was like, the gold pieces like per person.
Yeah.
When I said that was like a per person on there.
So roughly 4 to 5 grand.
Yeah.
I don't think I put anything in there.
You did not.
I'm actually perpetually broke.
Has $1,000 in gold bars, 3 of my platinum, and then some gemstones.
Yeah. So while other people are preparing, I'm just going to take a quick trip back to the bank.
Okay. 2,900.
I'm going to let, because I have the Rocky Talkie and Dundon has the Rocky Talkie.
I do.
I'm going to let Dundon know where I'm going.
There's a limit on that.
Yeah, it's a range on that.
Yep.
Or what, the Rocky Talkie? Same
yeah.
They're sending, they are sending stones, if I recall correctly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it's same plane.
Technically, yes, but we've kind of been ignoring the fact that it can only cast sending like once, and that the sendings are up to like 25 words, so the drawback to that might be smaller range.
Not a universal communicator, it's a rock.
Right, the Rocky Talkies. Let me bring up the sending spell.
It's once a day only.
Once a day. That's fair. But yeah, I'm just going to let Dundon know where I'm going. And that I'll be back shortly.
Is there a bank
even know
in
how
town?
much you need.
I am anticipating probably a lot because I know the rough value. Based on the list that I sent you, I know enough that if those items are available, they're not going to be cheap. And based on the fact that we were kind of in the ritzy neighborhood, if I go to a jeweler, they're probably going to try and upcharge me because I probably look like a fucking homeless person, and they were going to try and run me out of a business.
So yeah, a lot of the gem related stuff would be definitely be a jeweler.
Yep.
There's a bunch of the other stuff that would specifically be smoke and mirrors.
Okay.
And then there's a couple of little things from any general smithy.
Yeah.
Pretty easy.
But I'm going to go clean out the bank account to make sure we have our resources because we're going to need them, and we
I
should.
don't know that. Where are we going to keep this?
You want 6 bolts of crimson linen?
No, just the coins.
Oh,
Just the coins. Physical items of value are staying in the bank.
Yeah, but there was like thousands
Bag of
of
holding.
coins.
Well,
yeah.
Bag of holding only holds so much.
Here's the thing.
That is true.
The fancy bank that you went to would exchange those for bars to make that easier for transport.
That's fair.
I already got 5 of them.
So, you're going to do your travel thing.
I will do the travel thing and get a reasonable amount of money based on what I'm expecting to acquire. We can work out the numbers later.
Okay.
Thea's going to need to get some because I want to make some purchases, and I am not aware of what those cost.
That's kind of also why I was thinking to just clear out the damn account and call it a wash later on.
You probably, given that you required someone to vouch for you to get in, you probably want to maintain that account.
Yes.
And I believe
things like the bolts of cloth and physical items that aren't turnable in and sellable immediately, that's what would stay in the bank.
Correct.
You could leave the rubies and the gemstones and stuff in there too. We don't need that right now. Oh wait, aren't you looking for gems and rubies and shit? We have like a whole.
There are some specific items that I'm looking for. So I will take from the bank. I will leave the physical items of value so they stay there and the account doesn't close. I can't believe we're going over bank policy.
With such thoroughness too.
But I will take whatever ease of carry conversion fucking Kit Kat bars they want to give me. I'll take the coins. Anything that I can basically go, shut up and take the fucking currency and give me what I want. I will take it out of that bank. It's going into the bag of holding. And that's for everybody to pick up any potions, any supplies that they may need. I will be bringing it back with me. I will jingle all the way, but I will be bringing it back.
Okay.
Bag of holding.
Correct.
So you pop out, you pop back, and you guys are then headed to Smoke and Mirrors.
Smoke and Mirrors.
Okay. As you head out from the deep green, you realize that Oktar did not actually tell you where Smoke and Mirrors was.
I'm going to ask one of the nice staff because they seem to be paid to know these things.
They seem to be unaware of any such establishment, specifically not in this district.
You son of a bitch.
Do you intend to ask other people when you head out, or
is it possible that the name he gave us is
Smoke and Mirrors? Yeah. I'm going to look over to Iadu. He was your contact. Where are we supposed to meet him? Back at what was the name of the inn?
Bramble. The Bramble.
Bramble Inn.
Bramble.
Actually, you know what? I don't want to talk to people anyways. Um, can I just wild shape and go look for it?
Sure.
Okay, while he does that, I'm going back to the Bramble because that's where we're staying anyway.
Fair. I'm like a bird. I only fly away, and I'm gonna go look for the alchemy shop. See, I told you we'd get you to laugh.
You guys are ridiculous. Um, as you fly around and other folks scattered to do as they would, wander, look at other shops, whatever, um, you do start to see that the area that you're in is very specifically green and lush, and this is more so for this city in general than any other place that you've been.
Which is lovely.
This is really wonderfully kept up. You do notice the little splotch of color to the north on the map does have the look of a grove.
It is grovish.
So, and you do see there is a significant uptick in people wearing green and gold in that area. But as you circle around and you go down towards the long sprawl, which is where there tend to be a lot of troops and things like that, you do see that there are establishments there that are less new and posh looking than the things over in the district where Deep Green is. And it is your suspicion that if there were a place called Smoke and Mirrors, it would probably be somewhere in the Long Sprawl.
Probably. This is the place where all the posh rich people don't want to go.
Which would be why the people of Deep Green have no idea where it would be.
Fair enough.
Um, after you circle for a while, you do see there is this little kind of rundown looking shop, and the only thing hanging out on the post for a shop name is a little mirror.
There you go.
This is either alchemy shops use the same alchemy shops use the same rule as Chinese restaurants. If it doesn't have super fancy fucking marketing, it's probably the really good authentic stuff. Or go in there.
Okay.
Oh dear.
You do find it. It is in an alley well off the beaten path, and it looks really small, actually. It doesn't look like there's a huge amount of space for a huge amount of work to be
Tell
done.
me it's bigger on the inside. I will drop out of wild shape while I'm at the door and step inside.
It is dingy. And there is one person sitting behind the desk with a handful of alchemical looking things off to one side. The stains on the floor don't fill you with hope. But at least they don't look like blood.
I work with mushrooms in the basement. This is fine.
It doesn't look as good as that other place in Lithia, where you don't have quite a clear memory of.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
And the person behind the desk looks up. From what you can't tell, there's nothing on the desk. And the individual says, "Can I help you?"
Are you Rotha?
Ugh, someone gave away my name. What?
I'm in need of ingredients and supplies.
Okay. I don't do love potions. What do you need?
I'm going to list off holy water, mag glasses, iron blades, rare oils, and unguents whenever you can find them. Phosphorus, salt fur, bloodhound fur, exotic feathers, obsidian, diamond dust, ruby dust. I'm going to just kind of approach the table as I'm talking. I have a list. Sorry, say again?
Convince me.
Convince you to sell, or convince you that I know what I'm doing with the ingredients?
Yes.
Fireball!
Okay. I'm going to...
What did you say?
Fireball!
Fireball.
Oh.
Let me convince you with a spell that's not even mine. So convince me. I'm going to walk and just kind of lean over on the desk. So it was the same conversation I had with the alchemist back in No Town. Fingers are stained with fucking... You can tell an alchemist by their hands. Their fingers are always stained a color of the ingredients that they're working with. Usually they're kind of fucked up. For me, I almost quite literally have my ingredients growing off of my body. And I'm going to reach into my bag and I'm going to pull out one of the gold bars, as I assume I have one, and I'm just going to set it on the table. I need ingredients and supplies. Soon. And you came highly recommended.
Who are you with? Who sent you?
For my own memory, we picked up this reference from the Red Lady, if I recall, because that was something I specifically requested.
Straight from Oktar.
Straight from Oktar.
From Oktar.
Oktar, lips to your ears.
Oktar recommended you.
Roll a 20-sider for me.
Fuck.
Yep.
Any particular stat or just...
Never mind. My luck holds true.
Was it any other modifiers or just raw die?
It doesn't matter.
I think he fumbled, or nearly fumbled.
Close enough. Well, I'm going to have words with that bastard. He should stop giving out my address.
I imagine he wouldn't do it often. We are on pressing business from a mutual friend.
Give me just one moment. Naturally. And you see one eye closes and the other eye focuses on you. Interesting. Who else is with you?
I have 4 other companions, but they're not here on my trip.
No.
Okay, so it's just you.
Here,
whatever.
Right now, yes.
Turn and latch the door.
Can I insight check him before I go and like...
Sure.
$11.
You have no idea if this is you're not getting out or we don't want anyone else to interrupt us kind of moment.
Fair enough. Well, I told somebody where I'm going and I'm never going to a secondary location, so I'll be fine. I will go and close and lock the door. I was going to ask if you wanted to close up early because I'm not interested in being interrupted.
Well, we just don't want anyone wandering in.
Agreed.
Let's
get you back in there. And she actually stands up. Taller than you thought. and says, check that door for me again.
Oh dear.
I will go and check the door. I'm not going to take my eyes off of her.
Oh, you have to in order to check the door. You have to turn and look to see where it is.
I'll play your game. I will go and check the door.
And as you do and turn back, there is now a new door wreathed in smoke at the back of the shop.
I had a feeling that was the gimmick.
Nice.
There's a writhing purple sheen in the middle of this opening with smoke rolling out from the edges.
So, real quick check because I've seen two other kinds of portals. Does this share any similarities with the others?
Nope.
Excellent.
Whole new kind.
I'm sure this will only go well and nothing bad could possibly happen.
Follow me.
I do so.
Boop.
I'm going to the nether. Going to the nether.
Well, if you are, we'll say something at your funeral.
You step through this swirling, and you essentially, it's since you've traveled via plant, it's remarkably similar, except you seem to be traveling by some other means.
Okay.
And you follow along. Do a um, perception check for me, please.
Well, that's a natural 20.
Woo! As you are moving through the travel medium, if you will,
Yeah.
and heading for what looks like a small set of steps, it occurs to you that looking at um, your travel companion, there's almost a ghosting of image that their legs don't necessarily look quite right.
Is this similar to the shadow keys?
Um, a little bit, yeah. Now that you think about it, a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So as you get there and you step out, dirt, dirt, boom, you realize you have found the real deal.
Told you it was bigger on the inside.
Um, this place, this has the look of I have everything you need, and probably some things you didn't think of.
Okay. Okay. Now, does that
Ratha turns around
Mhm.
and says, "Don't touch anything. It's for your own safety."
And at that point, Thea's ears itch.
Warning, unnecessary but appreciated. Um, do I get a general vibe that this is not necessarily all above board goods?
Oh, if the skulls on the wall weren't like sign enough, there is so much stuff in here that you're like, I'm not even certain what the hell that experiment is.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. The last time I bought something from an illegal fucking market, I got a goddamn mushroom I haven't used yet.
In that cage that's sitting on the floor is a simple box.
I can go look at the box and then to Ratha.
Don't let him fool you. He'll eat you.
Yep.
Mimic?
Yes.
Fascinating. I've never seen one in person. How did you get a mimic?
I have my ways.
You seem like the person to know. Good to know.
Now, let's see about your ingredients. I can get you a number of these things, but a lot of these you'll need to see a jeweler, particularly the gem-related things.
Naturally.
A golden sickle. Ugh, terrible.
I need it for longer term plans.
A lot of this will definitely be um, the jewelers. There, you have to go over by Deep Green for them. That's the only place you're going to get anything worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
But as for your oils and your seeds, oh, tallow.
I do.
What would you like it rendered from?
The source is unimportant, but higher
Oh,
quality is always better.
the source matters a lot.
I
Do you
can
want
agree.
it rendered from the fat of an unblessed child? Or do you just want tallow?
In your experience, does that impact the result of
Deeply.
its?
It's all about intent, dear. It's all about intent. And Ratha is moving around.
I respect the energy. An unblessed child.
Only
it's
if you're
baby
going
oil.
dark.
It is baby oil.
You're not going to find me in the files, damn it.
Hey, Diddy.
Dude, baby oil. That's terrible.
It's baby tallow indeed. What is it? I would be new to the experience of using that particular ingredient. Do you have experience with it?
Wait, let's do the shopping. Let's do the shopping.
Yes.
We can get into the nuts and bolts of things later on. I think you'll find the most expensive parts of all of this will be the jewelry.
Yes.
However, do you have a particular feather choice? You've said exotic. How exotic? You are, of course, the one familiar with various birds.
I am. What options do you have available? Naturally, as you said, intention and quality are important in the realm of spell to materials.
So Ratha moves around, pulls out some fur, some seeds, brimstone. Ew. Terrible stuff.
Agreed, but necessary.
Let me think. $300 gold. I will get you the pin. I will have for you the pin feather of one of the giant birds of the mountains.
How long would it take you?
Do you have the gold?
I didn't come here without preparation to pay for what I need.
She wanders over to a corner and pulls one out of a jar. Here.
I'm going to grab my pocket change and pay for that.
There's like four of them in the jar.
Yeah. I will take that. Hold on, let me double. Do you do discounts for bulk purchases?
No, dear.
And there's no shopper's club card.
No discounts.
I respect that. Give me a second one.
Done. You're right. I'm closing early today.
You are correct. Give me what I
Securing the
want.
profit margins for like the quarter.
Give me what I want, and you can take several days off.
Okay.
The druid who does not give a singular fuck about money.
Ratha goes through,
and I will go away.
In the end, what I said was 300 a piece, 600. In the end, you're only going to spend about 700 there total, and you will get the oils, the unguents, the phosphorus, the fur, the moonseed seeds, the brimstone, the tallow, the feathers. She'll even be able to come up with some of the powdered iron.
Excellent. Hold on, I'm making a. All right.
The gems are the part where she's not going to be able to help you out.
That's valid.
So, off on an adventure. Because you're such a glorious customer, pulls down 2 extra flasks and hands them to you. You recognize them immediately as healing potions.
Adding that to my bag immediately. I appreciate that. I know I've made you quite a... They're just regular healing potions?
Yep. Okay. Straight up standard healing.
You said 2?
2 of them.
Excellent. I now have 8 of those in my bag.
You should perhaps hand some out in case other people need them.
No.
I was going to say, it's Azathan. He's never thought that we needed it.
No. Listen, I have life insurance policies on all of you for a reason. Elsbeth will die before being able to use the potion. It's better for someone else to administer it to her.
Remind me when you've annoyed me next to put my finger just right between your eyes and cast Disintegrate.
Listen, you always annoy me. It's fine. That's the give and take of our entire dynamic.
So, as you have a lengthy conversation, you find that things are going really well, and you kind of get this vibe like maybe Ratha wants you to hang out a little.
Azathan's getting a girlfriend.
I am psychotically married, thank you.
Well, that's a thing that could be worked around, right?
No. I respect you as a practitioner in your condition of business. However, I have to kill a lot of people to get my wife back. So.
Do another perception roll for me.
Yeah, it was
17. Wait, hold on. Perception?
Perception or insight?
Perception.
21.
It occurs to you, as you're standing there, that Ratha has gotten very close to you. And when you look down, you realize Ratha doesn't actually have legs. Ratha has a full snake bottom body, and the bottom of it is wrapping around your legs.
Oh, hell. That's a lot, man.
Wow. This is a problem.
You could stay, couldn't you? Just for a little while.
Stranger danger.
I'm in danger. That's how Azathan became a PSA.
Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square. All right. Ah.
Based on a milk carton.
Honestly.
I don't think any of us have locate creature.
I do.
It should end well.
Give me just a moment. Man, this would be an awful time for Cloud Kill.
You sure I can't convince you?
I'm fairly confident you cannot convince me. Um, is there a reason? And as I'm gonna try and step out of the coil, is there a particular reason you've decided to get this close?
I think it's the mushroom in you.
My wife warned me about women like you.
Hmm. I'll work on convincing you. For now, I'll let you go. However, tell no one about this shop. Agreed?
Agreed.
Done and done. And with that, Ratha coils up and gives you a little nudge towards the stairs.
I'm going to back out the stairs.
Yeah, so you fall backwards out the mirror in the shop, and you are once again in the dingy spot where you started. And there's just a flat mirror on the wall in the back.
Dundon, come pick me up. I'm scared.
Wait, didn't you just say you weren't going to have someone?
He was doing out of character.
Yeah.
That was
He did the
entirely
LARP signal.
It's like, well, that was deeply uncomfortable.
I need an adult. Oh no.
I am the adultiest adult, aside from Dundon. And maybe Iadu. Probably Iadu. I am deeply uncomfortable by that. But it was very useful, so maybe later and next time, don't bring Elspeth here. And I'm gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave at that point.
Say, for the record, when it comes to how adult the five of us are, it goes Dundon, Iadu, Elspeth, Azathan, Thea.
No.
I just got acknowledgement from the GM.
You exist outside of that
definitely
spectrum.
the order.
Okay, so you have quite the experience there.
That's what we're calling that. Okay.
And as you're wandering back, you do notice as you come up away from the long sprawl and head back into Old Town, towards Old Town Park and things like that. You do notice that there seems to be sort of a little bit of an undercurrent of unease. Like when Elsbeth was talking earlier about the feel, you do get a little bit of that feeling of unease. And you were definitely getting side eye on the way back into Old Town.
I don't like that. I'm wondering if it's because I'm an elf or because I look like a druid.
Or you look like a druid not wearing the golden circle insignia.
Ah. Yeah, that would do it. That would probably do it. That's a problem. But not for me.
And as you're strolling along with this unease, you notice there is one person wandering through the crowd that has no you immediately you're like you don't even need like to try. This person has no sense of what's around him. Individual with his nose in a book, wearing the regalia of the Temple of Knowledge.
Please tell me it's not Belgar.
It is not.
Okay.
Shucks.
Do I recognize this person?
Nope. You recognize because you know Belgar, you recognize the regalia of the Temple of Knowledge.
Oh dear. Okay. So I recognize somebody who is probably about to get absolutely beaten up if they're not paying attention.
Nerd.
Fucking nerd. Would I don't know if Az would care in this context.
Not your circus, not your monkey.
Mostly deeply uncomfortable. However, there were the other Temple of Knowledge people from way back that were engaged with what we were doing in the long run. And they generally don't exist around here. They may be useful. Or I get to do a good deed to feel good about myself, to distract myself from how deeply uncomfortable that was. I'm going to distract myself from how deeply uncomfortable that was. I can't wait to tell. I'm going to tell Avora all about that when I get her back. It's going to be a bad time for everyone involved.
I have a feeling that if Azathan ever had his own episode, it would be titled "Let Me Overthink This."
Probably 100%. If I'm not overthinking, I'm not thinking at all. But I'm going to go.
So true.
If I'm going to go assist the nerd.
Do you stand in front of him, stop him? What are we?
I'm just gonna like kind of.
He's gonna stop the poor kid and terrify him.
It's just, hey,
the strange mushroom.
This kid is not in a place he's supposed to be. Hey.
He looks up from his book. Excuse me?
Do you know where you're going?
Of course I know where I'm going. Why would I not know where I'm going?
Your face was in a book and you should pay more attention to the people around you.
Why?
The fact you don't know that answer is concerning enough.
No.
You're with the Temple of Knowledge, correct?
Yes. In fact, I've just started. I have a new office.
New office.
Yes, the Knowledge Subdivision Society.
Fascinating.
Perhaps I could talk to you for a bit about the work that we do.
Please take me to your office so we can have this conversation.
Excellent.
And this is how Azathan joined the cult.
Was it the Knowledge Subdivision Society?
God damn it, not again.
He leads you actually back deeper into Old Town.
Oh, Jesus.
To a really, really nicely appointed building with a sign on the front that says the Bureau of Property Ownership and Redistribution.
Son of a bitch! What an excellent time to fucking cut that episode. God damn it.
And we're at a reasonable spot.
Yes, we are.
And there we go. Look what you have found.
Oh, dear God.
You done fucked around too much, Azathan.
Valid. The shoe is on the other foot at this point.
I'd like to state for the record, when you had introduced the society, I mentally had dropped the sub from subdivision and went, okay, Knowledge Division Society, KDS, Kill Death Spread. Oh boy.
What could go wrong?